7.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of 120 Volts. My name is Ryan V. With me is Mr. Bojangles84 and our friend Jacob C in the back. And we have a topic video today that we wanted to bring you. Just a bunch of speculating on
Destiny!
What? Everyone's favorite game, right?
Not everybody.
Not everybody, no. There's no combos in this game. I have no idea what to do with it. Right. So Mr. Bojangles, tell us what you want to talk about with Destiny. What's going on?
Well, Ryan, Destiny is typically a word used to describe somebody's future. There's nothing you can do about it. It's just bound to happen, right? That's not for me. So
No.
That's why I love Destiny, because you get to play your own character, you get to make your own decisions, and you build your own adventure, and you become legend, as Bungie would say. It has a little bit of a backstory, though. I mean, it basically all started with the big mammoth Jamma, the Traveler you see in the background there, and I just realized I had those images up. My bad. So anyway, you see the Traveler in the back, and that's the orb, the autonomous being that made its way over to Earth and bestowed its power upon the Guardians, so to speak. But he didn't do that itself, and the Traveler used these ghosts, and these went throughout the planet, and they found bodies of past warriors that still had some use within them. So you get revived. It's a video game, okay? Just, you get revived, and you're basically a dead person brought back to life, and you have the power of the light within you.
The light!
Yes, the light. It sounds very silly, but once you get into the lore and the grimoire, it kind of makes sense.
Still silly.
Everything that boys like is silly.
Well, it's the light and the darkness. You also have to understand that this was a game that was put out after, people left Bungie, and they had to kind of patch it together. And for what it is, I mean, I really love this game and enjoy it.
I didn't realize it went through something like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
To be like a big title, to have gone through something like that and still be a successful title.
It's successful now. It had a little bit of a rough start. A lot of people complained about the beginning of the game. It wasn't a lot of cutscenes. There was a lot of kind of just put together stuff, from what I remember.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it did seem kind of mishmashed year one. It was really rough around the edges, but still sold millions upon millions of copies. So I mean, they obviously did something right. And in the game itself, I mean, you play as these Guardians, and there's 3 different classes. There's the Hunter, the Titan, and the Warlock. They each have their own special abilities, and they're just a whole shit ton of fun. I mean, I personally like to play the Warlock.
I was going to say Warlock sounds like the character to play.
I mean, it's
Hunter.
like a Hunter? Yeah. Okay, yeah. A lot of people love the Hunter because of their mobility, and they have, the jump that makes the most sense. It's it's a double or triple jump, so you press jump and you jump. I mean, that's as easy as
Wait,
it really
you
get.
mean to tell me if you hit jump, he jumps?
Fuck yeah, you do.
What's the fucking frame delay on that? Huh? Input delay on that? Huh? Capcom?
I think their refresh. I think the refresh is 60 ticks or something like that in the in-game world. But with these Guardians, you have spent the last almost 3 years going through a lot of things. The first major encounter we had was with the Vex in the Vault of Glass. That was the first raid that was ever available to Destiny players, and it's a 6-person battleground, basically. I mean, you fight your way through all the enemies to get to the final end boss, and in the Vault of Glass's case, that would be Atheon, this crazy ape-shit, fucking shiny-looking motherfucker. And he controls time. That's the thing about the Vex, they control the time, and they can move throughout it pretty much free at will. Certain points during the battle, you get transferred to another time zone, and you have to try to work with your other fire team members to accomplish the end goal, which of course is to kill his ass. But after you get through Atheon, I mean, then there was Crota and the Will of Crota raid that came out with the Dark Below expansion. That raid was just full of glitches, and it was a lot of fun still. And then the House of Wolves came out, which a lot of Destiny players just about shit themselves, because there was a raid in the year one, there was a raid in the Dark Below, but for House of Wolves, Bungie didn't give us a raid exactly. They gave us the Prison of the Elders, and I liked it, but the difficulty was so hard when it first came out that this guy here, Skolas, that was the last guy that in the arena, and I remember a couple of my friends and I, we spent about 3 hours trying to fight him, and we just could not beat him.
Oh wow.
Prison of Elders was nice for people who soloed a lot. I didn't fire team a lot. I didn't do a lot of I didn't play with a lot of people. So Prison of Elders was nice for people like me who just need to get some points, get your dunk, and you bounce.
Okay.
So it was really, really good for the solo players. The raids weren't so good for us because, well, you need 6 people. So it was kind of tough to link up and really try to push forward with a bunch of people, especially people you don't know. Raids are very, very, very team-based. Playing with somebody who doesn't have a mic is already you
It's
can't
usually garbage.
you can't get
in a
in to
game
begin
like
with.
that. No,
Just
of
go back
course.
to Orbit. Forget about it. I mean, it's
bad.
terrible.
Yep.
Yeah.
a lot of the final bosses also have puzzles built in to beat them as it is. So if I can't tell you what to do for the puzzle, what's the point? You can't beat the game if you can't puzzle. So
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
it was pretty involved.
Yeah, and that's a great point too. But these raids and these encounters and experiences are really fun and intuitive at times, but you do need people to play it with. I mean, you can play Destiny solo, like Jake was just saying, but it's always better with friends.
Of course.
That's the hardest part for me. I mean, I game late, and if anybody has ever played with me, you know, it's like 11 o'clock at night, and I'm on until like 2 in the morning, and not a lot of my friends are up that late. they have day jobs and things like that.
That's when I do most of my gaming too, and the only problem is sometimes you get home that late and you're like, I want to play, but I kind of don't at the same time.
Yeah,
you know,
It's
like
relax time. It's relax time. It's not getting involved in a raid
Yeah.
for the next 16 hours.
Good
Right,
stuff.
So, so you get through Skolas, and then there was like a long period of time in between content. But then we get Oryx. The Hive come back. I mean, if you remember this dubious man, Crota. Well, Crota is the son of Oryx. If you can see the resemblance there, Crota, Oryx, Crota. Okay, so Oryx is pissed because
Crodex and Orgida. I got it, yeah.
yeah.
Frame rate.
You just make up things as you go along.
Yeah,
You know? So,
that's Atrocitus' dad.
Yeah, it's a little good.
yeah. I mean, Oryx is a menacing bastard. He is so large that he takes up pretty much your entire screen in the encounter if you're close enough to him. And he's just pissed. I mean, you killed his son, so he comes back with a vengeance. And this is when they introduced the Taken as a new enemy type. It was pretty much reskins of the Fallen, the Hive, and all the different enemy races that you've already fought against. And they were just done in a different way. I mean, it's a good raid. A lot of people love it. It's their favorite. Some people can't stand it, though, because the boss fight just takes forever.
Yeah.
But in the most recent expansion, Rise of Iron, you get to fight this mother, Axis. He is the end-all, be-all of the House of Devils, if I'm not mistaken. And they found this secret, like, ancient weapon. It's called Siva. And it's pretty much nanotechnology that can enhance your abilities and make you stronger. So the Fallen, I mean, that's all they're trying to do is get to be the strongest, and they actually look up to these machines. They find them to be like gods,
Okay, that's
and
cool.
they worship them. So they themselves are trying to turn themselves into machines with the technology and use it against the people of Earth, whoever's left. And it's the Guardians' responsibility to protect the Earth. Now, we've had all of that content, and it's been fun. It's been great, but we're almost 3 years in now, and
I was gonna say I knew it was over 2, but I didn't realize it was close to 3.
yeah, this September will be 3 years that Destiny's been out, and it was last September when we got the Rise of Iron, and people are just looking for stuff to do right now.
That's why I've kind of stopped playing in general.
Yeah.
I'm done.
It gets hard. Like, even myself, I used to play Destiny every day for 4 hours at night.
Mhm.
Every day, religiously. That was the only game I played. And now I find myself not really wanting to log
I see you
back
breaking
in.
it up now on online and
I've been
stuff.
playing a lot more Overwatch. I've been playing Grand Theft Auto 5, of all things. That game came out a while ago, but it's still fun. I mean, I haven't finished the story mode yet because
Me either.
I've been playing fucking Destiny.
I just fuck around on that game. I can't take it seriously.
Mad
Yeah.
codes, give me bullets, and shoot
Yeah, and then when
yeah.
I want to take a game seriously, I'm mashing on my fighters, you know, so.
Right. But, I mean, the game is still fun. It's just there's nothing really to do that you haven't done already. And unless you're trying to fine-tune your loadout, like I need faster reload speed with my hand cannon, and then you go and try to farm that specific type of gear, I mean, you really got nothing to get. There's nothing else to do. And in the Crucible, which is the player versus player arena, it's so stale right
Yeah.
now. I don't
So what's next for Destiny and their creators?
Well, I don't really know.
No one knows. It's kind of up in the air, right?
It is still kind of up in the air, but what I think is what we're going to receive. I mean, they did say that there's a new balance coming out. Okay, so they're changing some weapons, some things to do with the classes, and that's supposed to be coming out mid-February. So very soon,
Pretty soon,
a couple of
yeah.
weeks from now, we should have an update to the balance. But as far as content, I think what they're going to do, because when we last saw this woman here, the Queen of the Reef. Okay, she was the one in charge of the House of Wolves, this house of the fallen enemies that were working for her. She ruled them because she smashed them in a space battle. And she was last seen fighting against this man. I'll leave the Queen up there because that's badass.
She's poking behind.
It's badassery. I just love how she looks in that photo, and it's got those little...
Looks like Rob Zombie's wife. And I do like the animation with it. When she was setting it up, I was like, oh, that's cool that we got that in there.
It is pretty nice. So the end credit, the end scene or whatever, after you defeat Oryx and you go through the story, you see the Queen in her ship, and there's this one last energy blast from Oryx, and she stops it, but she kind of sacrifices herself, but you don't see her die.
So it's all left up the air.
Yeah, the last thing you see is her kind of like... But she can like teleport. She has all kinds of powers and abilities that she can be anywhere. You know, and they haven't confirmed that she's dead. They haven't said that she's alive. So who knows what's going
I
on?
don't
Right,
confirm
yeah.
anything until
I was going to
close
say,
launch.
Yeah,
And even then.
but we do know that this guy right here, he's just known as the Crow. I mean, it's kind of a name that we got from people digging into the files at Bungie, and it was a name that they had for him. So the Crow, we do know he's alive. He was also in an explosion in deep space. But in the Grimoire is kind of... if you want to go to Bungie.net, you can look up the Grimoire for Destiny. It's got a lot of story details that they just couldn't put into the game because of the changes that happened last minute. They wanted to still give the players that information, but couldn't find a way to put it into the game narratively.
Yeah.
So they still give you that info, but you have to go and read it now. You have to go and read. Okay, you're playing a video game, but there is some reading involved.
You also have to unlock them.
Yes, you also have to unlock them by doing certain things in the game. But we know that the Crow's on Mars.
Okay.
Because there's a Grimoire card, he wakes up, and he's outside of his ship, it's fucking trashed, and he's on Mars. So I think...
Mars is a planet.
Oh,
Yes, Mars is one of the planets.
That's where Lil Wayne's from, right?
Yeah! But no, I think what we're going to end up happening is we're going to get a call. Somehow he's going to be able to reach us, or we're going to receive like a beacon from his ship.
Distress signal, something.
Yeah,
something.
yeah. I
Okay.
think we're going to end up picking that up. The Guardians are going to be tasked with going to Mars to locate the Crow, and he's going to be just so obsessed about finding his sister. I mean, his sister's the Queen of the Reef. He's always been her advisor, and they've just been like inseparable. So I think he's going to have this unnerving desire to find her, and that's going to be what we're going to do. Maybe a few story missions going from planet to planet, or we might just get the old raids back. I mean, because right now the only raid that you can do and get relative gear from is the Wrath of the Machine, the newest one from Rise of Iron. But there's been a lot of talks that they might bring the old ones back, like Vault of Glass, the Crota's End, and what the hell,
I can't think of it either.
King's Fall.
Yes.
So there's been a lot of talks that they'll bring those back up, and maybe we'll just get loot from there that's at a higher light level, and say we go, because right now it's 400.
Yeah.
400 is the highest you can go.
You can only max.
Maybe
for
they'll
so
bump
long,
it up.
though. You know,
Well,
there's
that's
only,
what I
you can
mean.
only keep doing that for so long.
Like-
Players need new content.
A 3-year-old game, like if you look at, I bring up fighters because that's mostly what I play. If you look at Killer Instinct, that's been out since the existence of the Xbox One, and that game just got new set of patches and has planned for 3 new characters coming out. Some people are like, well, that's cool and all, but I'd kind of like a new game at this point, you know? Like, so
Yeah.
when do they say, okay, well, we've patched the shit out of this game, we've given you all we can. Here's a new release coming. When could you speculate? Even maybe like another
Because they just
game
released
This
new
spring.
weapons. They just released new weapons as well, right? Wasn't there?
With Rise of Iron, they did put a few new weapons.
There was a new.
actually, with
there was a new
the
exotic.
Dawning.
There was a new exotic that was floating
No,
around
you're
too.
right.
That,
You're right. It's
that rocket launcher looking thing.
that hasn't been confirmed.
Oh, is that still speculation?
It was in the armory. People could find it online. the perks made it live on the website, but it's happened before.
Yeah.
And the item just never made it to the game.
Yeah, they made code for it or something along those lines, if I remember
That's
correctly.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
Someone found code, found out what it was.
And they do that
course they do.
intentionally too. They drop that for you to speculate and
Sometimes
make
they
videos
do.
like this.
So Bungie is very well known for putting hints at future content that they're making
There
in
is-
their own games.
Yeah.
There's a massive puzzle in the new raid in order to get Outbreak Prime.
Yes. Yep.
You have to unlock this to do that, to do this, then you need 3 characters, then you gotta do this, you gotta call your boy in Saskatchewan, they
Yeah.
hook you up with
You
a
gotta get your
code.
boy over to Yeah,
Always a
but
boy in Canada.
I'm very excited. I mean, they haven't said what we're getting yet, but they did give us kind of a time frame of sometime this spring.
Sometime this spring we'll get something.
They've said that we will have something new to play in the springtime.
And do you
That's
really
all
think that's
they've
all?
said.
Could they have a game up their sleeves by spring? I think
Yes.
that'd be or would
Absolutely.
there be way more leaks or hype building right now for something like that?
If it was Destiny 2, yes. I think it's just going to be something small.
I would have to
Not
agree.
as big as Rise of Iron, maybe something similar to the April update that they gave us last year. But that wasn't like any new missions or anything. That was just, hey, Prison of Elders is back, but now it's the Challenge of Elders, and you can get new gear.
I'd like a new character.
Yeah, that's
Destiny
what you like.
Give me something.
I swear and hope, I really hope Destiny 2 is out by September of this year. They haven't said yes it is, they haven't said no it isn't yet. The only mention of it is an article from February of last year.
Oh my god.
I'm even okay with new subclasses inside of the existing classes. Don't give me a whole new character. You don't even have to build one. Give me a new subclass.
I think we're going to start from scratch.
I think that's the way to go in all honesty.
Well, because there's a lot of talk that it's coming to PC.
Oh.
There's rumors that have been going around that Destiny 2 will be available on PC.
Steam or PC?
Just PC.
Yeah.
That's all they said, yeah.
So, I mean, with that being said, they would kind of have to reset everything because PC players haven't even played Destiny yet.
That's true.
And then us people who've been playing it since September of 2014, we're just all of a sudden going to bring our Guardians into the same world.
Yeah,
and
no
just
way.
have a head
no,
start?
No.
I can't see that happening. So I think it's going to be a hard reset.
They could totally.
You might keep your same subclasses in like cosmetic items. I can see that happening, but any of your gear, you're going to have to get it back again.
I could totally see them just keeping Hunter, Titan, Warlock for PC, giving everybody a new subclass. Hunter, Titan, Warlock is probably going to be their bread and butter no matter what.
Yeah.
It's already built. It's already
Yeah.
it's already coded. They make a new subclass for everybody, and PC gets a fresh start and new subclasses.
Yeah.
So I could totally see that too. Or I would really like to see a new character, please. Give me something. I don't care what you
Yeah.
call him. I don't care if you call him the mailman.
A lot of people thought we were going to get the captain to play as from the Fallen
See?
alien race.
So listen to your
Okay.
players because they're here, they're talking to you right now, letting you know what they'd be interested in seeing.
New weapons are cool. Yeah, I love to shoot people in the face with new stuff, but I like to blast people with aeons or some ass crazy shit. Give me
Yeah,
that.
That
Give me a
would
new
be
character.
very cool. Make it happen, Bungie.
Please.
Do you have anything else that you'd like to share for today?
I'm just very excited. I mean, they made Destiny to be playable on the older consoles like PS3 and Xbox 360 alongside with the PS4 and Xbox One.
Oh, that's
They
cool.
have just officially cut that out.
Yeah, Destiny 2 is going to be designed just for the newer consoles.
Yeah,
So there's
of
going to be
course.
nothing to hold them back from iterating other things that they may have wanted to do because they have really big expectations for themselves. They committed for 10 years on this Destiny franchise, so
Mm-hmm.
they've got a lot of work. I see a lot of potential, and Bungie is a great studio, so I'm very excited.
Cool.
Agreed.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have anything that you'd like to speculate or a feeling that you have what these guys have said, leave it in the comments down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I enjoyed doing it. Thanks for coming on and sharing your wisdom with the show. Really, all
Thank you.
very well said. You too. Thanks for hanging out
man.
and doing what you do.
Please.
Give this episode a like, share, and a subscribe. And if you like this, if we get enough likes on something like this, we can do this more often, and maybe with other titles too. This was a good amount of fun, and we're almost at 20 minutes, so that's perfect.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
All right, guys, thanks so much for hanging out. We appreciate it. Like, subscribe, follow, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Peace.